Okay, we're back. Episode 5. About to enter into an age transition. Um, so I went and did a little looking back just to try to figure out what this fiasco was. Two fiascos. One is, how did I lose Hara Haralia? And I don't know the exact mechanics of when a city turns over. I know that a lot of my cities were unhappy, but I thought I had been watching them and making sure they were okay. There certainly was no warning that you're about to lose a city. Like, I get this one here. Um, so I just, I don't fully understand it. But ultimately, I must have lost it due to some failure in happiness. Strangely, at the same time, Lalabella came to me. So the bottom line is, it ends up the same. I also lost this city. And I don't think I lost this one to happiness. I think they might have taken it back over. I really don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Um, I did also understand some of the army commander fiasco. So I looked back at the last episode, and it turns out I was not building an army commander. I thought for sure I was. I could have sworn I pushed the button. Maybe I planned on it, and then I decided to build something else first. I don't know. Either way, it looks like I was not building it. That still does not explain the Terracotta Army. I built the Terracotta Army and I did not get an Army Commander, so I'm down 2 Army Commanders. One that I lost, he came back to life, so I'm not down him. And then I am down the one that I got cheated out of. But I don't think that I built one that then disappeared because I went back and looked and wanted to make sure it wasn't a bug. And I think it wasn't a bug. I think I just never built one. Now, I do strongly think it was a bug that made me not get a army commander for the Terracotta Army. Unfortunate, but that's okay. So anyway, this might be a little bit of a shorter episode. We're going to walk through the age transition because I am currently at 100%, 200 turns. So we'll go ahead and finish out this turn, just do any little cleanup we need to do. Alabama, there's really nothing worth building unless it just takes one turn. Hitchity's unhappy. It's okay. We're about to be, all of our happiness problems are about to be solved when we go to the next age, so. I have over 1,000 gold. Okay, so it's about time when I hit next turn. It should end the Antiquity Age, and we'll go through the age transition. There we go. So all in all,
Crops,
I think I said at the
metals,
beginning,
the riches
my
of
goal
forests and plains.
was to get
These
2
were the
golden
tribute
ages.
given to the Mississippians.
I did. I got an economic and a military golden age, and to get 1 or 2 milestones on the other 2, and I did. I got 2 milestones on the other 2, so I achieved my goal. I wave goodbye to the Mississippi people as I progress into the exploration age and figure out who Tecumseh is going to lead next. So this is the age transition. It's telling me all the legacy options that I get for the next age based on the golden ages that I got. So that's what's important. You can see the legacy paths as just golden ages. You can also see them as sort of a victory for the age. So you could look at it as I won the military victory and I won the economic victory for the Antiquity Age. Or you could just look at it as I'm on track to win this victory type because I've got the golden age on every age. But more importantly, along with getting, it's not just a award in name, you also get legacy options, and you'll see that I get to add attribute points based on the milestones that I achieve. So Even though I didn't get a golden age in science and culture, I still got 2 points each, and I get to make some selections based on that. Um, so we'll view Legends report. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what this means, but transition to next age. This is where I pick my next civ. Usually, I pick a civ that has the type of victory that I'm going for, that specializes in the type of victory that I'm going for. So for example, I'm going for military, so I might consider Bulgaria. I might consider Norman. There are some that are locked because I can't play them based on the combination of civ and leader that I am. I'm keeping a list of all the civs that I've played in every age, and I'm trying to win with all of them. I have a short list left that I haven't won with. Bulgaria is one of them, and it is a military favored civ. I'm just going to take a look at it. So it gets a unique cavalry unit. It gets a unique army commander, which is faster. But I also sometimes like to play, for example, Mississippi was not a military civ. It was, I think, economic and diplomatic, which is the same as the Shawnee. And you can certainly win a military victory with any civ. So I think I'm going to keep it native. I'm going to keep it indigenous. Let me see what he has. Unique infantry unit. 1 combat strength for every unique empire resource. I have a unique missionary. So no real military bonuses here. Settlements built adjacent to navigable rivers gain 2 food. Where is Bulgaria? I don't think Bulgaria is anywhere near. I'm going to keep it indigenous. I just don't care. We're going to choose the Shawnee. I could have knocked out Bulgaria off my list, but I got plenty of time left to do that. So
The Shawnee
we will
craft
now
their
become the Shawnee
legacy of
people.
unity
We will carry that flag
and
proudly.
dominance.
The next thing we'll do once the game starts is we will choose our legacy options. So that's where basically we'll take all of the legacy points that we earned from the Antiquity Age, and we'll figure out where we're going to apply them. Show you what that looks like. So choose legacies. That's one of the first options. We'll choose legacies. Beginning the exploration age. So, first military. I have 3 military options. I can get a +2 settlement limit. Let me view the map so I can see what my current settlement limit is. See, I'm still 8 of 8. So I think 2 settlement limit is going to be really helpful. I'm not too worried about gaining a unit in every settlement I conquered last age. That would get me 4 units. But I can build or buy 4 units pretty quickly. So I'm going to pick 2 settlement limit because that's powerful. And I think I'm going to pick a military attribute point, get a little stronger. Okay, so you see what I have left up here. 3 economic, 2 culture, 2 science, 1 wild card. So, culture, I get 2 points. I may just... I'm not sure how strong this is. Wonders you control get +1 culture and +1 happiness. I'm not sure that that's that strong, and it would take 2 points. I only have, I think, 4 or 5 wonders. That's 5 culture, 5 happiness. I'm going to take the attribute points. 3 economic points. So all of your cities' previous age remain cities. Basically what happens when you move into a new age is all your cities go back to settlements. It's a big reset. It takes a little bit of adjustment. So what you get by having them remain cities is that you don't have to convert them to cities. I think I had 4 cities. I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to take an economic attribute point. I want to max out that economic tree and the military tree. Science. Can gain 1 scientific attribute point. Now I have 1 science and 1 wild card left. Another option you can do is change your capital, and it changes to the name of your new civ. I kind of like doing that. This is a decent city. It costs 0 points. To me, it's just kind of a way of keeping your old capital. So I'll keep Cahokia, which was the capital of the Mississippians, and then I'll gain Silicofa, which is the home of, I guess, the capital city of the Shawnee people. So I'll take that. There might be some benefit to having that coastal city as my capital. We'll see. I still have 1 science. And 1 wild card. I could spend 2 points to get 1 science for every codex in antiquity. So I think that's just a straight up 6 science to my base science. I'll take that. Why not? Confirm that. Okay. So now, the next thing that you do when you start a new age is things have been reset a little bit. Your relationships have been reset. I don't have alliances anymore. But historical grievances are still alive, so Trunk Track is still not real happy with me. I have 235 influence, and honestly, I'd really not want to go to war with her right away, and I'll explain that why in a second. So you have now units that are new units that you did not have in antiquity. They're scattered all over the place. I should still have 3 army commanders. So the first thing you kind of do, let's go through our production. And right away, you'll also notice that all of your buildings and improvements from the last age were significantly reduced in they're basically outdated. So their value, so for example, let's see, I have a library. It's only +2 science now. It was +6 science when it was not outdated. My brickyard is 1 production. My barracks is 2 production. My garden is 2 food. So I'm going to start doing what's called overbuilding. And I'm going to start trying to build these cities up with current age buildings. So we'll start with a stone cutter, 5 production. And I try to build over a building that needs to be replaced. So I'm going to replace the barracks because it's now only, I think, 1 production. I'm going to replace it with a 5 production building. I have low happiness in Lalabella, but part of what happens is also I need to reset all my resources. So we'll worry about that in a second. We'll choose our technology. I'm going to start with astronomy because I want to get some science going early. I want to get the observatory as quick as possible. It's very tempting to go for cartography immediately. I'll explain why in a second, but I'm going to go for astronomy because I really want to start getting some observatories online. Choose a civic. Almost always you will choose piety first. Religion becomes a thing in the exploration age, and it's not going to be a big part of my game. It's a part of the culture game. But there are some benefits to having a religion and getting some culture legacy path points early. So I'm going to go ahead and start there. Policies, we'll start with... I don't plan on being at war right away, so I'm going to take these 2 for some extra gold. Let's assign our attributes. Culture, we'll take the first one. It's the only one I can. Diplomatic. I like to take this at the start of the exploration age because I'm going to be trying to initiate and progress the befriend independent action. Plus this is plus 50% influence towards that, so it's going to make it cheaper. I'll take that. Economic, I've already got a few things on this tree. 1 gold on resources in towns, or 2 in towns in distant lands. I don't have any trade routes to start, so we'll start here. Go to military. I'm going to go to gain 1 free war support on all wars. So now I'm going to have +3 on all wars with the Gate of All Nations and this. And then I'm going to go to production towards units. Scientific will just take extra science. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take a quick look around and see. Actually, there are no city-states right off the bat. They're going to start popping up. The idea is that they develop and form over time. So now, before I go into the units, let me explain kind of the early goal of Exploration Age. The whole point of exploration is now you're going to start leaving your continent. So I'm going for a military path. I need to gain 12 points from settlements in the distant lands. I get 1 point for each settlement. In other words, a settlement that I settle myself. I get 2 if I conquer one. So if I conquer 6 settlements, I'll get a golden age in military. Quadruple if they follow my religion. So that's why it's important for me to have a religion. If I establish a religion, bring some missionaries over to distant lands, convert the city, and then take it over, I get 4 points for 1 city. So that's the goal for this age. Science, I'm going to get a few milestones just by, it's a weird exploration. Science is kind of boring. You just build up some districts as much as you can. Economic, I'm going to try to earn treasure fleets. I'll show you how that works shortly. But the point of me explaining all that was we need to try to get off our continent as quick as possible and find the other continent. Our best bet of doing that, this is why I told you that my starting location was one of the worst I've ever had, right in the middle of the continent, and then it was really hard for me to get a coastal settlement on my own continent. I need to quickly get over the ocean. You see these light colored tiles I can move freely on. Open ocean is going to hurt my units every time they go across it. So what I'm going to do is build some cheap units, and I'm going to just basically put them on a suicide mission to see if they can make it across the ocean. I usually try to start from the point that is the furthest west in the middle of my continent. This would have been great to have a city here. And to be honest, depending on how things go, I might try to settle one up here and just use it as my launching point. Right now, I'm going to have to launch from right here because it goes coastal all the way to right here. I need to hope. You can probably make it over about 4 tiles. Once you get to about 5, you're probably going to die. So I need to hope I find land. So let's finish up our production. Let's get a stonecutter going here. Let me see what the altar does in the new age. The altar's just 1 gold, 2 happiness now, so it's not very good. So we'll build over that. Need some production in Alabama. Again, altar. We'll build over that. This would not build over anything. So we'll take that. That is that's just the palace and ancient walls. So we'll build it right there in the city center. Okay, now I'm going to start sorting out my units. So what I like to do, because I have no idea how many I have, is just move them out of the city center and kind of get organized. So I have an army commander here, another army commander here, and I have a Caspoco Nanato, which is a infantry unit, and I'm going to just pack it up. Okay, I have a cavalry unit here. I'm going to move it up here to join one of those armies. I have heavy archer here. Right now, since this city's kind of down here by itself, I think I'm going to leave this here for now as kind of a defense. Here's another cavalry. Let's move them up there and join the army. Another cavalry. We'll move up here a little bit because I think I'm going to start moving my guys up here. Another army commander here. We'll move them out here so we can kind of see what we got. Oh, another army commander. Oh my gosh. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 army commanders. Don't ask me how I ended up with 5. I had 3. I don't know. Okay, next turn. Let's choose a government. So I think I'll go for either feudal monarchy, which, remember, the only effect of a government is every time you get a celebration, these are your 2 options for reward. You get a celebration when you accumulate enough excess happiness. I can choose between extra gold and overbuilding, or I can choose between extra food and training cavalry and naval. I think I'm going to go with this. That'll help me grow my new cities and build units. Pack him up. Okay, I also have, so I'm going to try to get open borders with Ibn Battuta. And that is so I can move my ship through his city. I'm going to try to discover the continent from this side. This is my first military naval unit. It's a cog. It's not super strong, not super expensive, so I'm going to hold this army commander here until I have something to put in it. It doesn't do me any good to start sending him across the world. Okay. So one of the things I'm thinking about doing is settling a city up here somewhere so that I have a launching point for the other continent. I can launch from here, it's just not perfect. This one would also be okay, but it's just so far. I really hate where I started. Really, this is going to be my best bet. And then I'm just going to ignore this side of the continent, basically. I don't want to build too many cities on my own continent because they don't get me points and they take up settlement capacity. Let me take a quick look at how much settlement capacity I'm going to get during this age. So I'm going to look for all the settlement capacity I'm going to gain. Okay, I get exactly none in the science tree. Let's check the civic tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 6. I'm going to get a total of 6 settlement capacity. So I can max out at 16 cities, which really means like 18 because I can go a little bit over. But that explains to you why I can't just go crazy settling on my own continent, because I really need to be settling on the new continent. So I think I'll settle. I'm going to save some of my gold to build an early observatory, but I think I need to build a settler right now and take them up here. Okay, I packed a... Sit there until you have some units to put in you. Now, one of the reasons I said cartography was going to be important early. Cartography lets all civilian and support units enter deep ocean terrain. So I can't even send a settler across the ocean at all until I get cartography. And then I need to get all the way to shipbuilding before any units can go across the ocean without taking damage. I'm going to accept this because I want to get suzerain in one of these city-states, and it costs a little bit more in this era. I'm going to try and get this science city-state. It costs 227. Okay. This is pretty fun. The time where you just start here. So here's what we're gonna do right here. I can't send a scout across the water yet. I don't think. Let me try it. But after that, I'm gonna build a cog. Load him up. Load him up. Okay. So let's think for a second. It's really tempting to try to build a city over here. If I built those two cities on my own continent, that would put me at 10 out of 10 with no ability. I don't think I want to do that. I really need to save my settlement limit to start building on the other continent. I can't always guarantee I'm going to be able to convert one to my religion. So I need to assume I'm going to need to take 6 cities. If I took 4, that's 8 points. I would need to settle 4 more. So I really need to focus on taking 6 cities. I feel like my settlement limit is a little tighter in this game than it's been in the past. It's kind of strange. I'm going to build some additional units to try to fill up some of these army commanders. Luckily that settler moves pretty fast. Okay, so I'm going to take off from here with my cog and just see if I can find that other continent. Here I will also build a cog. And I'm going to take off and see if I can find the other continent. Still shooting for up here. Only problem is that could have some bad guys. Scout. Okay, so we're at pretty much the easternmost point on the east side of the continent. I'm going to head out into the open ocean with this cog, and I'm going to take some damage every turn, every tile of open ocean. Oh, look at that. Already some land. That's helpful. That's probably not a continent. That's probably an island. See, I took 20 damage based on the rough seas. We discovered a new continent. It is called Lemuria. I do want to get science going early because those early techs are so important to get me. I don't even really have a science Diplomatic action. I may try to do improve my relationship with her a little bit. It costs 120 influence. If she accepts it, our influence goes up by 30. If she supports it, it goes up by 60. She accepts it, so we should go up to... We should become maybe unfriendly at the end of that action. Build some additional units. I'm so tempted just to build a city over here. That would put me at 10 out of 10. Then I'd have 6 settlement limit to work with on the other continent. But I gotta settle 2 cities right away just to get on land. That leaves me only 4 settlement limit to use. I think I'm just gonna try to stay focused. I'll just explore from the west. I normally can't explore from both sides of the continent anyway. It's just that normally I'm heavily concentrated on one side, so I can explore easier. It's okay. Let's just build some additional units. Okay, so now I have 1 full military commander. I'm gonna send him up here because I expect to be going to war on this side of the... Oh wow, that continent really juts out, or our continent. So we'll see if this is just an island. I got 2 turns till I can start building a few observatories. I'm doing okay on gold, so I might be able to buy one. We're just gonna pump out some more units. Do another archer. Lalabella, let's repair the fishing boats. Repair the bath. Let's make this a... You know, I didn't put in any resources. What in the heck am I doing? I could have sworn it would have made me do that. Okay, my mistake. I've wasted 8 turns of not having these bonuses. We need... Why can I not put that there? This is from Silafoca. Is it because I didn't just get a resource? I think it is. Okay, resource allocation unavailable. Okay. I'm glad I brought him over because I got some bad guys here. Okay, I'm at a new civilization. This might be an actual continent. Looks like I have Jose Rizal. I'm not going to be... I'll be friendly with him because he's on the side of the continent that I am not probably going to be attacking from. And we'll go ahead and seek open borders with him because I might need to travel through some of his coast. So if you have the Colosseum and the exploration agent makes you repurpose it, you can turn it either into happiness or production. I'll take the production. Okay. From here, we are going to head west. And there's some land. Okay, it's usually not that easy. Usually you have to search a little bit before you find land. I don't know if these are just islands, maybe. Possible I may decide to take this one out because it's kind of in the way a little bit. And maybe try to befriend Kath.
There exists beyond the world
Alright, I got my
a void
observatories.
without a terminal
And my
limit.
Serpent's Mound, which gives a base
Thousand
yield of
thousand
influence.
worlds beyond this
And
world.
3 science for any unique improvement. So that's a good wonder. But I'm going to start with some with some observatories. Looks like Jose Rizal is pretty strong. He has 155 science somehow, and he's got 7 cities. He's got the most cities next to me. Okay, I'm going to go for cartography and start getting the ability to cross the ocean with a settler. Wow, that is an amazing observatory. It's 10 science. I'm going to build it. I'm going to buy it so I can just pump that science immediately. It'll build over the monument, which is okay. Now I need to build something here. Why don't I build the Serpent Mound right now? It's only 10 turns. So where do I want to build this? I'm not going to be able to get this no matter what. I can get this, this, and this. If I go here, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go here, I can get 1, 2, I can get these, this, this, but I can't get that. So I think I'll go right here. Okay. These are treasure resources. You see that little purple arrow. So Jose Rizal has already got control of those. For the economic legacy path, you want to get as many treasure resources as you can. And it's hard because you're only able to send treasure fleets back to your city if they are on the coast. That's the other reason you want cities on the coast, so that you can send your treasure fleets back and it's not a super long distance. Let me look at one more thing. How is this for a city? This one right here might be actually great. This one might be better. There's not a ton of... That might be better. Going right there.
I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dhamma.
Okay, so I'm going to do 20% production towards overbuilding because I'm going to be doing a lot of building for a while. I'm not importing many resources right now, so we'll do that. Almost done befriending them. Choose a civic. Okay, now I'll get economics so I can get start getting some merchants going. And then I'll start looking at Shawnee civics later, maybe before too long. Okay, I have a celebration. I can choose between food and production for cavalry and naval units. I think right now I have a lot of growing to do, so I'm going to pick food. I also get another bonus policy, so I'm going to take the gold and happiness. Observatory. It would cost $6.92, and I think I've got other things to buy. Oh, I also need a temple as quick as possible. How much is that? They're both $6.92. I think what I'll do is I'll buy an observatory and I'll build a temple. As soon as I get 692 gold. If I was going culture, I would be going heavy on the temples right up front. Ooh, lots of observatories going. Build over the library. I think we're just going to take that out, get some experience. Let me look at the continent lens. This is Lemuria, okay. Oops. Okay, oops, what am I doing? So that's the same continent as this, which means that is the mainland. Okay, so I need to explore that coastline, quickly find some treasure resources, and build a city. See, there's some treasure fleets, but also Jose Rizal already has those. I have a defenseless settlement somewhere. Oh, okay. Well, not completely defenseless. So that's why I wanted to keep a military unit there, is some barbarians could all of a sudden be a real hassle. Where was I going to build my temple? Let's build a temple here. Or purchase one. Okay, so now I can create a religion. I'm the Shawnee people, so I don't think any of these religions really fit. Frog seems right. Let's name our religion Hop like Frog. Okay, so now we're going to pick reliquary beliefs, which decide how you get relics. Relics are the key to culture legacy points in this age. The more, I think you need like 12 to get a golden age. I probably won't get 12. I almost always pick the same one because it seems to me to be the best. And it's 2 relics for the first time conversion of another civilization's capital city. The reason I picked that is it's so easy to find their capital and just convert them that I almost always start getting relics too fast. And I don't even care if I get them that fast. I'm going to be focused more on converting cities so that I can conquer them. I'm just look at the others, make sure there's no reason I want to do something different. We'll do that. And I get some beliefs that just give me extra bonuses. So I like to build up science. 4 science for every settlement and following your religion. I could get gold, but I'm doing pretty good on gold. To me, this just seems so straightforward. Oh, every foreign settlement following your religion. But basically, I can just keep pumping my science by sending out missionaries to convert their cities. We'll confirm that. Okay, Hop Like Frog is a functioning religion. Let's see if we can fight these little monkeys. quite a few of them. Oops, he can't fight yet. I am stronger than the swordsman. So we're just going to wildly just chop away at these people and try to get rid of them. I think we want to go up this way because we'd like to find some treasure resources somewhere right here and settle as quick as possible. And use that as my home base for launching attacks on the other coast. My influence is coming in pretty slow, but I'm going to need to start building it up because I need to get some more city-states. Okay, they're pretty weak. Okay, let's settle this puppy. Pick a wiki. Okay, we want to grow towards, let's see what's the most useful to us right now. I think we want to grow towards the fish. Okay, got a luxurious encampment there. Get out of my city. Me no like. I'm going to heal him up just a little bit. Okay, so you see, this is actually, this right here, it's going to be almost impossible to get. I'm not going to be able to get them in time before Jose Rizal grows out to it, but a city right here would get 1, 2, 3, 4 treasure fleets. The problem with this side of the continent is I don't have any cities to send them back to, and I don't have any way to get over there because of where I started. So I've really got to find a similar situation over here. This volcano's been giving me a hard time. Lingapura. We don't have a ton of options, so we'll get some more food to start building this up. Okay. So, Hatshepsut is spying on me. She got 207 science. Because I caught her, I got some extra influence. I could counter-spy her, but instead I'm going to focus on getting another city-state, and I'm going to try this one right here. Okay, we got that going. Let me see if I can... You know what, I don't think I even got the civic for counter-spy, so that's unfortunate. Because that was in... I think that was in the last age. Okay, it says I'm trailing in technology, which I definitely am, because somehow Jose Rizal is ridiculous. Turn this into a fishing town. Let me check this too. I have nine settlements and 4 cities, so that's fine. I have no resources assigned. I need to get a new resource as quick as possible. I am giving up so many. I'm confused about why I haven't had an opportunity to do that yet. It's probably a noob, sort of a noob mistake, but give him a promotion. So he's brand new, so he has to start from the top. Charlemagne declared war on Hatshepsut again. Wait here for some more units. Courser, heal up for a second. Fortify. Courser. I feel like Charlemagne's trying to come down and take this, and I would like to not let him because I get, I think, some production from taking that city-state out. So I would like to keep him away from there. All right, come on, treasure resources, let's go. Okay, here's one. So we found a good settle spot. You can stay right there. Want to go to that food. Oh, this one's... Let me get that resource so I can finally put in all my resources. I'm not sure how I screwed that up, but I screwed that up. See this guy? He's trying to steal my... I know he's gonna sneak in here, that little dirty dog. Okay, good. Okay, now disperse. Okay, good. So I stopped him from getting it before me. Okay, this one will do combat strength for melee. Heal up. So I want this scout to be over here so that as soon as it can cross, you see it can't cross right now because I don't have cartography. I want it to be right here. So as soon as I get cartography, it can cross and start searching this continent, get this, stuff like that. Okay, this is a good spot. I'd like more than 2, but 2 is better than nothing. Put you right here and fortify you. Okay, since this episode included the age transition, I want to keep it.
Was a model for rather than a model.
Want to keep it a little bit shorter. It's tempting to go for catapults because I'm in a military game. It's also tempting to get to shipbuilding as quick as possible. I will also need catapults for shipbuilding. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Or I'll need machinery. Because I'm going to need this, this, and this to get here. So we'll go ahead and do machinery. And here's a missionary. Let's go ahead and get one of those out. Okay. Heal. 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 Load up. Okay, let's cross and see what we can find. Oh, I don't know what that... Oh, it's a shipwreck. We'll take the food. Wait, this is 80 food. Oh, but you also get minus 100% production. For 1 turn? I'll take that. Oh gosh, he's gonna be a pain. Okay, so I can build a city here. This is bad. For some reason, this is all bad for settling. I might be in trouble on treasure fleets. we'll figure that out once I get that scout over there. Okay. So when I get a science city-state, I like to always get one of these two first. Either one science on every science building, or 5% science for every city-state. So right now that's going to be about 3 or 4 science. But as I get more city-states, it's going to go up. So I'm going to take this first. We'll go ahead and build a temple. We're also at -5 happiness, so the temple will help with that. What is going on with my resources? Why can't I put in any resources? I got a new slottable resource, didn't I? Oh no. I didn't get it yet. I got close to it. I have never had to go this long without getting a resource. I'm definitely doing something wrong. 7 happiness here. I am definitely doing something wrong. I'm going to build 2 armies because we're going to need to clear that out. That's actually probably why I can't settle there. Another civ. Looks like we got Xerxes. I also have to figure out pretty quick which civ I'm going to focus on the new capital. I'm going to stay neutral with him right now. Really no reason to be friendly. I still want to get another city-state, so save that influence. So every time you get one of these, that means your unit, my scout, was damaged from traveling across the high seas. Oh, Trunk Track is becoming more friendly with me for some reason. Okay, okay. Let me pick this resource, and then I should be able to slot some resources. Build one more temple. Okay, I have this button right here that says Assemble Army. Only problem is I don't know how to heal units inside an army commander, so I'm going to fortify for just a second. Okay, new civ. Okay, that's a problem. Himiko. Oh, she's getting close to that right there. So Himiko, I'm definitely going to not give her a friendly greeting because I'll probably be going to war with her pretty quick. I don't want to start out hostile. I've never done that. If I'm going to go to war with her, it might not hurt. I'm going to go ahead and try it. I don't know if that was the best idea. We'll see how it goes. We really need to be settling near here with these 3 resources. Excuse me. Okay, so I've met everybody now. And there's my serpent moon.
In the bird songs, in children's laughter, and taught us music.
Okay, now why is it not asking me to do my resources. I don't know what was going on there. But that really put me at a real disadvantage. Let's see if I have any that are science. This says happiness. Let me find a city with low happiness. I can't believe I went that long. I went 21 turns with no resources in my city. That's a noob move, really. Look at my stuff just shoot up, my numbers. What an idiot I am. I can't believe I did that, to be honest. I mean, but also I kept trying. Okay, I need to connect this to my... So pick a wiki, I need to build a fishing quay. Now I should be able to put that resource in there. Oh, good. It got it. Oh! That's why I couldn't get that first resource, because it didn't have a fishing quay. Okay. Okay, now my science isn't as terrible, my culture isn't as terrible. Jose Rizal's still kicking everybody's butt, though. Might as well get some of these knocked out. I want to get that. This is a navigable river, so as you can see, you can take a ship right through it. Onto the land. This is definitely where I want to settle. I gotta quickly get my units over here and take that guy. I'm already working on that. Let me see what other city-states we have. Oh, Kath. Okay, so now we got 3 city-states going. That's good for now. Okay, so I'm going to do my best. This is a new era. I talked a lot at the beginning, so I only made it through 21 turns in an hour. I won't talk as much going forward, but just in case anybody watching was new to Civ 7, I wanted to explain the era transition. I probably won't do that again, especially since I don't really expect a lot of people watching. But my goal when I come back is going to be to quickly send these 2 army commanders over here, take out Tabriz, and settle right here to get 1, 2, 3 treasure resources. That's priority number 1. Maybe settle 1 more city up here and then quickly start attacking Himiko. Matter of fact, I may just go ahead and build my settler right now so that I remember when I come back that I'm ready to go. This guy, come over here. Go ahead and load you up. And you come over here so that we remember what we're doing when we come back. All right. See you on the next episode, episode 6.